Alrighty, bit of a later recording session than usual. That's obviously because I had to work today and just haven't had a chance to sit down and record. But nevertheless, we're back for another episode of my Pokemon White randomized Nuzlock, and I am obviously excited to get into it because I've been actually really wanting to play this game all day because I just, again, love Gen 5. Anyways, from what we did last time, we managed to get our 4th gym badge, make our way to Driftville City here, and now we gotta chase Team Plasma into the cold storage area, which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of completely forgot about this portion of the game. I completely forgot that there was a like a subsection to Driftville City. Mainly because with Gen 5, I mainly play Black and White 2. So I'm used to having the Pokemon World Tournament be down here and not the cold storage area. But hey, I'm not complaining because obviously the biggest thing is that this is an extra encounter area. Which is definitely good for me. The more encounters I can get, the better. But yeah. Obviously if you guys are excited to see today's episode, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't, right? Because I am trying to hit 1,000 subscribers for the end of 2024, and your subscription would be greatly appreciated. And common question of the day. Of the two subsections of Driftville City between Black and White and then Black and White 2, which do you prefer? Do you prefer the like more wild area of the cold storage area, or do you prefer the Pokemon World Tournament? Let me know in the comments down below. For me personally, I love the Pokemon World Tournament. It's probably it probably was the thing I grinded the most in this game, in Black and White 2. It was this, and then the Battle Tower in Black and White 2 that I grinded for months. With the World Tournament, I think I managed to get to the champion stuff, but I don't really remember. I think I would, because obviously with a champion round in the Pokemon World Tournament, you could, fight Cynthia, fight Red. But I don't think I ever got that far. Which definitely sucks. I think one of these days I'll definitely sit down and remedy that. But with that all said, let's get our encounter after getting this Master Ball. Citrus Berry, yes. Take that. Encounter. Be something good. A Gill. Hello. Another potential pseudo-legendary. And actually, would we still say that Garchomp is the best pseudo-legendary? We can still consider Garchomp being one of, if not the best pseudo, right? I mean, I guess he kinda gets hard countered by Baxcalibur now. But I don't know. I would still argue that Garchomp is probably still. I would have to imagine Garchomp is still probably like top 3, if not like top 2 pseudo legendary. Like he's got to be up there still. I mean, hey, I'll definitely take a Gible, especially over my Dino. Mainly because, obviously, if I remember correctly, Garchomp evolves at level 45. So sorry, I got checked with the Dragon Rage. Which means I'll actually be able to see and use Garchomp much earlier than I'll actually be able to see and use my Hydreigon. Which is definitely what I'm looking forward to. So, I hope I can catch this Gible, and now that I'm realizing it, especially with obviously already having blue eyes, I'm slowly regaining my black 2 Nuzlocke team. Because all I need now is a Metagross, an Infernape, a Gyarados. I'm trying to remember who else all I had. I know, cool. Gible's just spamming Dragon Rage, but thankfully pretty much all my Pokemon are over 40 HP, so we can easily take these hits. Wait, it has Takedown? Ooh. That is not good, because with Takedown, it'll slowly take himself out. So let's get to chuck as many Pokeballs as I can. But obviously I can't let Gible take down any of my Pokemon, but please Gibbles get in the ball. It'd be very fantastic if you could. No, okay, cool. Okay, Dragon Rage, so with this one I have to heal. And thankfully, off camera, I did buy some Hyper Potions, so I can heal up right away. Yeah, this would be... No, there's still one other encounter I can get, and that's the route to the left of Driftville City. But I think I want to take care of the cold storage stuff first before I go to that. Now I gotta pay attention for Sand Tomb stuff too. Fantastic. Gotta keep chucking Ultra Balls, because I mean, Gibble on its own, not that good, but again, if I can get to a Garchomp, then it will be broken beyond belief. And thankfully we got it. Okay, and speaking of my Black 2 team, if I remember correctly, I nicknamed my Garchomp Volo, because obviously I had a male Garchomp. But since this is a female Gibble, there's only one name that is fitting for it. And I have to take a second here to remember how to spell her name. Okay, I remember now. Wait, nope. Cynthia. I mean, it makes sense, because obviously she had a Gibble at one point, and obviously her most infamous team member is the Garchomp. Just like her ancestor Volo, which both of them still scare me to this day. I know I'm not the only one. There's plenty of people out there that are still terrified of Cynthia. And obviously still have some pretty fresh PTSD from Volo and his fight. But before that, let me go add Cynthia straight to the team. Because I mean, I like Hydreigon, I do, but between the two, Garchomp is not only has the better design for me personally, but again, I would still argue that Garchomp is probably the strongest of the pseudos. Again, if anyone's watching right now and is a super competitive player or anything along those lines, in the comments down below, let me know who you think the best pseudo legendary is. I mean, obviously, for pretty much all of them except for a select few, there's easily arguments on which one could easily be the number one. Obviously, it could be Garchomp, it could be Metagross, could be Dragonite. Like, that's the thing with pseudos, like, they're all so good, except for probably Goodra. Like, they could easily all be the number one spot, and I forgot to grab Cynthia because, yeah. Forgive me again, like I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, it is a late night recording session, so I am quite tired, especially since I got home from work not too long ago. Please have a broken ability, please have huge power. Okay, she has solar power, but I mean, she's not going to keep it once she evolves into a Bite and then obviously Garchomp. Which I'm trying to remember, she evolves into Gabite, I think level 30, and then it should be 45 or 50 for Garchomp. I'll have to Google that again later because I don't remember exactly off the top of my head because it's been a long while since I took a Gibble and brought it all the way to a Garchomp. That's obviously going to be a question for later. For now, let's head on into... the cold storage area. I mean, hey, obviously this is taking away from our gym battle, but I mean, it's free XP. Because if I remember correctly, Clay's Pokemon are going to be in the early 30s. So if I can use the trainer in here to at least bring, you know, obviously like my big heavy hitters like Blue Eyes, Sword, and all of them up to that level, it's gonna be good. And I need to swap out immediately into Sword. Alrighty, let's hit him more straight with a bubble beam. This should probably one-shot. Yeah. Because it was a crit. I wonder if that mattered. I'd imagine probably it didn't. Alright, then a love disc, so we go... I'm actually going to do something a bit risky. Because if I remember anything about Love Disc, besides obviously it being a super forgettable Pokemon, it shouldn't have any good moves, especially for a Dragon type. It has Mold Breaker though, so it ignores all of my, it ignores abilities. It has Water Pulse. This is problematic. Okay, okay, how much damage did that do? It did 21... No, it did 19 damage, so... As much as I want to try it, I'm pretty sure if I'm doing the math in my head right, if Love Disc managed to get a crit on a Water Pulse, then it could definitely take out Cynthia, so... I mean, I tried to give Cynthia some free XP, but yeah. I remember I have to be super careful with first stage pseudo legendaries because they are extremely squishy. So I apologize for that, Cynthia. That was my bad. I mean, would Cynthia have potentially taken up the Love Disc with relative ease? I mean, maybe, but again, you never know. Because for all I know, that Water Pulse was a low roll, and then the next Water Pulse could have been a high roll crit, and then obviously take out Cynthia. And considering I just got her, and definitely want to take her all the way to being a Garchomp, I desperately do not want to lose her. And especially not to something like a Love Disc. That would be very embarrassing, and I would not be able to upload the episode, I'm not gonna lie, because it'd be just that embarrassing. Like, it would just... Like, I would just look at the save file, like my recording, and just be like, okay, how do I do this? How do I make this less embarrassing? And obviously with something like that, it's impossible. Like, wow, you lost one of the most powerful, well, obviously it's not powerful just yet, but you lost a future pseudo-legendary to a Love Disc of all Pokemon. Like, I would just imagine you guys would just be roasting me in the comments if that happened. So obviously I gotta make sure that it doesn't. Because obviously for the Gibble, in order for it to be somewhat useful in battle, I need it to be at least a Gabite. Because Gabite's obviously not the best Pokemon in the world either, but at the same time, it's no slouch either. Actually, while we are here, oh, okay, so it's 24 for Gabite. Okay, so Cynthia's pretty close to actually... Pretty close. Okay, so it's 24 and then 48. Okay. Huh, interesting. Also, fun fact, the only pseudo-legendary that evolves earlier than Garchomp is actually, cool, take that. The only pseudo-legendary that fully evolves earlier than Garchomp is Metagross. Oh, fun fact, cool. Oh, cool. I will definitely take that. I will most definitely take that. I also want to get, obviously, any on items that I can get to. Hopefully one of them will be a Master Ball. As much as I would love for one of them to be a lucky egg, if I do remember correctly, we do get a free one from Professor Juniper once we get to Chargestone Cave, which is going to be obviously up next. I say that assuming, obviously, Clay doesn't absolutely curb stomp me in the next gym battle. The even funnier is that I'm assuming Clay is I'm gonna make it to Clay either. Alright, let's just keep double kicking. Just keep on double kicking once you speed up a little bit here. I probably should have swapped out the bird, but I'm stubborn. I am very, very stubborn. Volcarona's up next. Perfect. Now this is a Pokemon that I've never personally been able to use too much. But it's one of those Pokemon that I desperately do want to use because I know and have seen how good it is. But at the same time, do I really want to Volcarona for something like this? Because this should, at least for the games I have access to that I can actually randomize, Gen 5 is the only game I can get it in, so. As much as I would love to have a Volcarona, I already obviously have 3 fire types. So while it would be cool to have a Volcarona, I would not be able to fully utilize it. Especially since I already have 3 fire types, 2 obviously very, very good, and I already have a pretty decent bug type in the form of Berg. I wouldn't just be able to justify putting it on the team. Hello, my brother, how you doing? That is not what I wanted to use. I wanted to use... It doesn't matter. I mean, totally planned. Totally planned. I definitely knew I was going to do that. I definitely knew I was about to get flinch. Absolutely not worried whatsoever. Definitely did not want to use Flamethrower instead of Fire Fang. Nope. Couldn't be me. Woo back. I'll never understand how they come up with some of the names from Gen 5. Like, that. Like how... I think they literally just did that. Like, they just went, woo! Bad. I'm crazy right now. I'm tired. I probably should just, accept the L that I couldn't get an episode up on time, which I mean, I know I'm not gonna get the episode up on time, but it's like, yeah. I just should have waited until tomorrow morning to record, but I wanted to sit down and play some Black and White real quick. So let's just wrap this up. Remember quickly, how many Team Plasma Grunts do we battle? I think like 2. Destiny not. Which, speaking of Team Plasma, can we talk about how this is the worst hiding spot for them possible? Like, why would you guys hide in essentially a industrial freezer inside of a shipping container? I mean, granted, I can understand that they would think, oh, no one will look here. But at the same time, it's like, bruh, you're just asking for frostbite. Hello there, Team Plasma. So wait, do we have to face 4 in a row, or is it 3? Again, this portion of the game I vividly remember. I mean, we're seeing a lot of second stage. We're seeing a lot of pseudo-legend, well, pre-evolution for pseudo-legendaries lately. Obviously, I have Cynthia. We've seen a was Dino previous episode, and now we're seeing Shelgon. Are we about to see some like a Matang or a Beldum soon? Or a Jatini or a Dragonair? That should be kind of cool if we did, actually. That'd actually be really cool if we saw all of them. Weird, but yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Do-do-do-do. Oh, hello, Drapion. And a Petzl, which is obviously fine for Blue Eyes to instantly take care of. Go straight for the Fire Fang. How many more battles do we gotta do? Okay, so it is 4 battles in a row. I mean, obviously in the base game at this point they have what? Patrats still, if anything? Patrats and Purloins? Oh, speaking of Metagross, how you doing? We were just talking about you, buddy. Yeah, we were basically seeing all of the pseudo-legendaries. And now that I'm seeing Metagross, I think what I want to try to do before, hopefully before the end of this series, is to... Dragon Breath, do I want? Yes, I do. I'll forget over Fire Fang. Is to try to see if I can rebuild my Black 2 randomized, my Black 2 Nuzlock team. So from here, I still need... Because obviously I have Blue Eyes and Cynthia, which is obviously would have been Volo Garchomp and Black 2. I need an Infernape still. I still need a Metagross. Need a Gyarados. And then who is my 6th team member? Hold on, I'm actually having some pretty difficulty remembering what all my team is in my Black 2 randomized Nuzlocke. What was my final team member? Because I had Blue Eyes, Hakai, Steven, Volo, Rose, and Gyarados. Oh, no, wait, no, I miscounted. Nope, I miscounted, I remember now. Yep, so I already have Reshiram, Garchomp technically. I still need to find an Infernape, a Metagross, a Gyarados. Wait, am I missing something? Hold on. This is gonna bother me now. This is going to really, really bother me if I can't remember. Yeah, because my team consisted of Blue Eyes, Rose, Steven, Volo, Hakai, was my 16 member? You would think I would be able to remember this, considering my Black 2 team was my favorite. Oh, I'm a fake fan if I can't remember what my 16 member was. Oh, that's gonna bother me. That is gonna bother me insanely much. Like, yeah, like that's going to bother me to the nth degree that I cannot remember that. Oh god, yeah, that's gonna bother me. Yeah, I'm not even paying attention to what's going on the screen anymore. I'm just trying to remember. Oh, that's right, it was my Raikou. That's what it was. It was Thunder the Raikou. That's right. I remember. I completely forgot that it was a Raikou. You think I would remember because that's what I used my Master Ball on. I know Sprite's looking at the screen like, wow, you couldn't remember the Raikou considering that was his favorite team member from that team. Huh. Interesting. But, oh well. Uncharted. No super useful items just yet. But thankfully made it through the cold storage without any casualties. We are at the 27-minute mark, so I'm going to cut the episode a little bit early. Mainly because I am understandably tired because it is going on midnight now. So I will rest up the team, do some off-camera grinding. So for Thursday's episode, we can go straight into the 5th gym and try to take down Clay. And obviously between now and then, Cynthia will be a gigabyte. So with that all said, hope you guys have enjoyed. Again, obviously a little bit of a mundane episode, but obviously we're going to have a couple of those, obviously trying to get prepared for the next gym, and getting all the encounters, and all that fun stuff. But I mean, hey, we're slowly rebuilding my Black 2 team. All I need now is a Raikou, I can't talk, I'm too tired for this. And as I was saying, we just need a Raikou, a Metagross, an Infernape, and a Gyarados yet. Which means we have plenty of encounters left, so I could technically do that. And if I can do that, I would say I would get myself something, but I just think I would be very happy to have that team back again. But anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you guys so very much for watching all the way to the end of the episode. Comment down below your favorite team member of what I have so far. And obviously my common question from earlier, which 2 areas do you prefer? Do you prefer the cold storage? Or do you prefer the Pokemon World Tournament in Black and White 2? Well, once again, thank you guys so very much for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all Thursday. Peace.